Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm not here this morning to help you, but we're going to do something called peeling the fruit, which I love to do with poetry. If you had me last semester, you have done it at least once. So here's what it looks like. I'm just going to explain it since I'm not here to work with you today. It's supposed to look like a fruit, so you have like the outer skin on the outside, and then you have like the fruit on the inside, the good part, and then, you know, even maybe another section, and then you have the like pit in the middle. So I like to think of an avocado when I do this because I love avocado, but you can think of whatever fruit you want. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is choose the poem that we want to peel the fruit with. So your choices are the two that we read yesterday. You can use Caged Bird by Maya Angelou, or you can use My Papa's Waltz by Theodore Roethke. So I would pick the one that I liked the best, probably, because if you like it, you're probably able to write more about it. So there's that. Don't just choose the shortest one because you think it might be easy. I would definitely pick the one that you like the best. So here's what mine looks like when it's all filled out. I did mine with the lanyard so that you couldn't copy my thoughts. The lanyard is one that we read last week. And don't get overwhelmed by how much writing I have. This takes take it one step at a time, and it's definitely doable. So basically, what you do is you read the poem a few times, which we did yesterday, and you are going to start, where I usually start in this section right here, but you don't really have to. You can do whichever section you want first. And on the outer layer, you're just observing things that you notice in the poem. So in the lanyard, in the first stanza, I noticed that there was a simile that described how the speaker moves from thought to thought. And I even quoted that line in that first section. See, so here's my observation, and here's my quote. And then in the next section, you are going to take it a step further, think like a poet, and try to come up with an idea or two about what you think this could mean, okay? So again, the very outside layer, you're just observing, making observations and writing down things you notice. And then in this layer, you're going to take it a step further and try to come up with things that you think it could mean, okay? So maybe you're talking about symbolism, or maybe you're talking about the theme, or things like that, okay? So in this case, I took that passage about moving like they were underwater from typewriter to piano, and I said that I think the author is showing that this memory came to him out of boredom. He didn't begin thinking about his mother's love because of anything special. He just sort of happened upon it. And I think that this further shows that he's not always appreciative, or he was not always appreciative of his mother. So outside, I observed. Inside, I took it a step further and talked about what I think the author meant with that. And then in this little section, you're going to cite where you found that from. So this was lines 3 to 6. Okay? And then that's it. So you're going to stop here and then move on to the next section. So I'll just do one more with you. Let's see. I like this one a lot. So on the outside here, I noticed that the author included some conversations between his mom and himself in the poem, but it seems pretty unrealistic that these conversations actually happened, okay? So if you're wondering, I'm talking about lines 27 to 34, and then I said, I think that this dialogue is hyperbole, and I think that the author hopes to further prove that there is a really big difference between the son and the mom, okay, so between the two of them. Okay, so you're going to just kind of keep moving through this fruit, making observations, taking it a step further. You can make connections, you can find literary devices, but the key is that in this section, you are trying to explain what you think it means, okay? Or you can try to come up with what you think the author wanted that observation to accomplish, okay? So there's two ideas there. Okay, after you've filled out your whole fruit around the circle, your next and final step is to come up with something to put in the middle. So for poetry, I like to wait and do all of my sections first, and then I like to try to come up with a theme or a good thematic statement or a good message that the author wants to teach with this poem. Okay, so the one I came up with didn't come to me right away. I put in all of my sections and then I kind of reviewed them again, and I kind of tried to come up with similarities between all of the different sections. And then I came up with, children may not realize the sacrifices their parents make for them, but realization may come with age and maturity. Okay? Now, everyone at your table could be working on the same poem, and you might have 5 different answers for this. And that's the beauty of this, of poetry. So everyone can read this a different way. So that is how you peel the fruit. One more time, you are choosing either My Papa's Waltz or Caged Bird to do this with. And these, if you do not finish them in class today, they will be due at the beginning of class. If you do finish them before you leave today, you can put them in the tray by the window. And if not, I will collect them at the beginning of class tomorrow. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Bye.